Hey guys, it's Brodie Kern here, and I'm very excited to welcome you to the YouTube channel and our very first vlog episode. Now, I was a little bit torn about what topic I wanted to talk about first, and I started to look at some of the key points and what I feel are the most crucial things for my success. And one of those things that is very important for me is morning routine. Now, I was at a point about 2 years ago where I would just wake up, get out of bed, get ready, and head into the office. And what I noticed that my confidence levels and therefore my productivity levels would vary just depending on how I woke up that day. So sometimes, I would start way up high, and typical life of an entrepreneur, it gets knocked down as you start your day. Sometimes I would start really low, and those days never turned out great for me. So what I did is I picked up this book called The Miracle Morning by Hal Erod. I'll link to it right here. And what I realized is that I needed structure in my morning. So I started to look at what very successful people did. I started to look at what Tony Robbins did in his morning. I started to look at what Ray Dalio did in his morning. And another great place that I found for morning routines is the Tim Ferriss podcast. Now, you guys will hear me talk on the Tim Ferriss podcast a lot. That podcast, I could wholeheartedly say, has changed my life. One thing that Tim always asks his guests on his podcast is, what are your morning rituals? So I got to hear what all of these successful people from different verticals were doing in their morning to set themselves up for success. Over the last 2 years, I must have tried a million different morning routines. I took everything and I tried it myself. I found what worked for me and what didn't, and I disregarded the stuff that didn't, and I built a practice that was perfect for who I am. So I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about why I built my practice in the way that I did, what it is, and what results it provides for me. So whenever I was looking at building my morning routine, I had to look at myself and understand what my weaknesses were. And the first thing that I realized is that my confidence levels were always varying, because I have natural insecurities when I get out of bed. I'm a naturally fearful person. I fear about what I have to get done that day. Am I going to be good enough? A whole number of things. So I realized that I had to build a morning routine that built confidence and set me up in a place where I could succeed that day. Whenever I was looking at how to build a morning routine that built confidence, the first thing that I do is the night before I hop on Evernote. It's a phenomenal program, really helps me organize my life. But what it allows you to do is in my daily to-do notebook that I create a new day every night, and I make check boxes. And it may sound silly, but these check boxes, what they allow me to do is create little wins mentally. So each time I check a box, my confidence goes up a little bit each time. So now we're gonna go through my morning routine. That is the first thing that I do, and it's the night before. So I wake up at 4:45 a.m. I noticed that very successful people, one common trend among them was that they all woke up early. So I started to do this, and trust me, I fucking hate waking up early. It totally sucks. But the first thing that I do is I go to the gym. Now, I don't think that going to the gym first thing in the morning is absolutely necessary. I do think that getting your heart rate up in some sort of way is, because it really shocks your body into where you need to be. Stretching, yoga, things like that would really work. But for me, it's necessary to get a workout in the morning, because I can't really find time in my day to get a workout in any other time. So that is why I start with a workout. Now, the next thing that I do is I hit a 10 to 15 minute meditation. Now, meditation is something that I have worked on for a couple years now. It's not something that I'm stellar at, but it is something that really allows me to create clarity. And meditation can be difficult, especially if you have a fast-paced mind and normal anxiety. Sometimes meditation can stress me out, but the number one thing that meditation teaches is focus. And I know how to go into work and lead generate, close deals, lead my team. But if I don't have extreme focus and I'm not present in the moment, then I can't effectively lead my team in the manner that I would like to. So that is why I practice meditation. It really helps me create the clarity and the headspace that I need to operate at max levels. Now, the next thing that I do, and this may sound weird, you guys may have heard it somewhere, but what I do is I write 5 positive affirmations about myself. And whenever I started doing this, I felt very uncomfortable. And it's funny how the human brain can make you feel embarrassed or uncomfortable when you're doing something alone. But like I said before, whenever I wake up, I'm a fearful person and I have these natural insecurities. So I started using positive affirmations to address those issues. So I will do something along the lines of, and I change them up every day, but I'll do something along the lines of, I am an effective leader, or I am a confident leader. Now, I know that on Monday mornings, I need to go and meet with my agents and give them a little sales talk, a pep talk. If I don't wake up possessing confidence that day, I can't effectively present confidence to them and then expect them to present confidence to the client so that they have the trust and confidence to work with us. So it all starts with me and my morning. And that is why I use positive affirmations, and I switch them up every day. And I write them in the manner that they are currently true, even if I am not feeling so that day. So for me, I hit a certain point in my spiritual development whenever I figured out that the reason that I get out of bed is to feel that I am enough. I have natural feelings of inadequacy, and that is what I am fighting to address every single day. Whenever I get out of bed, I need to feel that I am enough for myself. I need to feel that I am enough for my family, and I need to feel that I am enough for my employees so that they can create lives for them and their families. That is the one that I keep constant. On my 5th one that I write every single day is I am enough. That is pretty much the end of my morning routine. I keep it short and sweet. So after my affirmations, I start going about my petty shit, showering, brushing my teeth, doing my hair, things like that. But for the last 45 seconds of my shower, I crank it to cold. Now, you guys may have seen this in some other individuals. Tony Robbins, for example, has a small tank that he dunks himself in every morning. And this would be really, really cool to have, but I do not. So what I do is I crank the shower to cold. But the reason that a lot of people do it is because there's health benefits, improved alertness, and a couple other things. The reason that I do it is because I have to create a mindset game with myself every day. And this is why I finished with this one. And here's how I look at it. If for 45 seconds, the only negative effect is that I'm cold and I can't handle that, then I am not equipped to live the life that I have chosen to live. I'm not equipped to handle my businesses. I'm not equipped to be an effective spouse and future father. This is something that is my most massive win every morning. After I finish this, before I go into the office, I hop on Evernote on my phone and I start checking these boxes off. Workout, meditation, affirmations, cold shower. It's just 4 items, but checking these boxes is a little win every single day. So it doesn't matter where I started when I woke up out of bed, because some days I feel better than others. Each time that I check them, my confidence level goes up. So every morning when I go to the office, I end up here. And believe me, I'm not perfect. I sleep in sometimes, I miss my routine. Sometimes I bitch out on my cold shower, but one thing that I will tell you is that when I do miss those things, it reflects in my day. I'm not as productive, I'm not as confident, I'm not as effective with my words, and my mind's not as clear. This for me has been so important to my success, and that's why it was the first thing that I wanted to share with you guys, because it's the first thing that I do every day. I really hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I want you to subscribe below. I'm going to be dropping 1 to 2 videos a week. I'm super excited about the vlog, and I want you guys to share it with everyone you know, promote it, because I'm really wanting to blow this shit up. So thanks again for coming out, guys. Be looking out for the next video. I really appreciate you.